kitchen. My name is Sherry and today is Tip for Tuesday. And today's tip is how to make your own tahini. But before I start, if this is your first time here, you love food, you love fun, you love tips and tricks for your kitchen, go ahead and hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you don't miss anything new. All right, so you may not know what tahini is, and probably the most common product that I see tahini used for is hummus, although not all hummuses use it, and obviously it's used for a lot of other things too. I think it's very similar to peanut butter. Matter of fact, it really is. It's just made from a seed versus a nut. So peanut butter is made from peanuts. This is made from sesame seeds. So as you can see, it kind of sets up just like peanut butter, or it separates, I should say. The oil's on the top, the butter's on the bottom. So why do we want to make our own tahini? Well, it's just kind of fun to make your own stuff, right? But a lot of times I may not have this on hand, but I usually always have sesame seeds for a variety of different recipes. And so I can make it myself if I happen to be out. Another reason is because you can make it as thick or as smooth as you want. And the reason that I'm actually going to be making it today is because I wanted to make I made a chocolate hummus with this that I will post the recipe for right here. I promised to show you guys how I made the tahini. So that's what I'm doing today. But yeah, I wanted to use the black sesame seeds and make the tahini, and that way it was black and it gave off a really rich color to my hummus. And I've got some other recipes that I'm going to be doing with this. So to get started, because these are raw, we want to go ahead and toast these up a little bit. So I'm going to toss in about a cup's worth. And then I am just going to turn my burner on, and we're just going to kind of wait for these to toast up, and they'll start to pop just a little bit when they do. All right, and then once they start popping and crackling like this, we know they're just about ready. So I'm just going to kind of give them a little bit of a stir here. I'm going to go ahead and take them off the heat. I'm going to let them cool just a little bit, and I'm going to go ahead and get out my blender. All right, so I've got my blender all ready to go, and I've let my seeds cool just a little bit. So I'm just going to go ahead and put these in the blender. So we used about a cup, and you can try less. Part of the reason I'm using a blender versus a food processor is because the container itself is smaller, so it has less room for it to just kind of go splattering. And this has a couple more blades in it. So I think any less than this, and we'll just have a mess. I think we need to do at least a cup. All right, we're just going to add a tiny bit of olive oil in here. Then we're going to replace our lid. I gotta tell you, these smell really good. It's kind of has like a nutty smell, but it also kind of smells like popcorn in here. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and blend this. All right, so one thing you want to have on hand definitely is your tamper. You're going to have to push some of this down as it gets to grinding. And then you may want to add a little more olive oil to this, just depending on how thick you want it and how easily it's blending. So I'm just going to go ahead and finish this up. All right, I think it's just about done. So I did it for about 2.5 minutes on the grind setting. So whatever the most powerful setting you have on your blender is. So I'm just gonna push this out of the way, take my pitcher off of here, and I think we can go ahead and pour this in a jar. Look at that. And I'd say this is probably a little bit thinner than what I would like, but again, that's the beauty of making it yourself. I can always just toast up some more seeds and blend it in here, and it'll thicken it right up. And it may thicken a little bit after it sits too. Like I said, it tends to separate a little bit, like I showed you in the jar here, but I went ahead and stirred that up, and as you can see, it's a really kind of smooth consistency too. So if you wanted to make this tahini, you would just use the regular sesame seeds versus the black. So I'm really excited about this though, because in addition to making the chocolate hummus again that I made last week, I also have a cheesecake that I'm going to be making with this. I have some cookies I'm going to be making with this. And also, I think the thing I'm most excited about is I'm going to do a black bean burger using this. So that is your tip for Tuesday. I thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.